do? Let's do this really quickly. Alright, what object am I dealing with? The sphere. You need to be able to use your maths tables. So you better have maths tables for Thursday. You have two formulas, 4 over 3 pi r cubed, or area equals 4 pi r squared. Is that okay? Now, what we're going to do is, we're going to do 4 over 3 times pi times, what's the radius cubed? 6 cubed. Everybody see that? So, it's going to be 4 over 3 pi times 6 to the power of 3, 288 pi. Is that okay? 288 pi. That's it in terms of pi. And it's millimeters cubed. What about the area? 4 pi r squared, so it's 4 pi times 6 squared. And you get 144 pi. Everybody cool with that? Any questions? No. Alright, next thing I'm going to move on to is, I'm actually going to do one of these. Which one did I give you? 8 and 10. I'll do 10, okay? Now guys, in your maths tables, you won't be given anything about the hemisphere, unfortunately. So all you're going to be given is this. You're going to be given the full sphere, which is this. You're just going to be given the full sphere, and you're going to be given two formulas. 4 over 3 pi r cubed, and you're going to be given a equals 4 pi r squared. The easy one's the volume. The difficult one is the area, and I'll explain why in a second. So what do you do? What's the difference between a hemisphere and a sphere? Yes? Half it. So just get your answer for the sphere. So what's the answer for the sphere? 4 over 3, 3.14 multiplied by 12 to the power of 3. Let's do it really quickly. Times 3.14 times 12 cubed. And what we get here is 7,234.56. Is that the correct answer, or what do I have to do with that? Have to half it. And you get 3,617.28 centimeters, or sorry, meters cubed. Everybody cool with that? Can anybody tell me what's the difficulty with the area formula? Why don't I just half it? Why can't I just half it? Yes.
There's a side in the where you split it.
Where you split it, you've essentially added another circle. Does that make sense? Yeah. So when you half it, you get 2 pi r squared. Is everybody happy with 2 pi r squared? And the 2 pi r squared represents this yellow part here. But what did we forget? That when we half it, we compose a new circle, which is another pi r squared. Would you agree with that? How many pi r squareds do we have now? 2 pi r squared plus pi r squared? So for a semicircle, it will actually be 3 pi r squared. So all we got to do is just throw it into the calculator again, and we get 3 times 3.14 times 12 squared. And what do you get? 1,358.48. Sorry, 1,356.48 meters squared. The answer to the first part was, the answer to the first part was your 7,234.56. The answer for the curved surface area, sorry, that would have been 2 pi r squared, wouldn't it? So I need to just do 2 pi r squared. So I'll come back here and I change it into a 2. And that is your 904.32. I skipped straight into total surface area. That was my fault. Total surface area is 3 pi r squared, which is 1356.48. Sean?
The volume throughout the half of 7.
Oh, half it, and you get? That's what I did earlier. 3,617.28. That's meters cubed, and the other two are meters squared. Is that okay? Alright, let's move on. 11. So, 11. Alright. Does everybody agree? Get the volume of the large cylinder and then take away the volume of the cylinder that was removed. Does that make sense? So big cylinder take away, small cylinder, both volumes. So what's the volume of the large cylinder? Pi r squared h, which will be, what's the radius? 8. Oh, sorry, and the pi value is 3.14. 3.14 times h squared times h, what's h? Nope. 200. Why am I changing it to 200? Centimeters, exactly, that's 200 centimeters. Put all that into the calculator and we get 40,192. Now we take away the small cylinder. So what happens when we take away the small cylinder in the middle? So it's 3.14, what's its radius? 5, and its length is still 200. So if we go back here and just change the 8 into a 5, 15,700. Take both of them away from each other, and what do we get?
4,492.
Yeah, something like that. I'm just taking it, yeah, 24,492, yeah. Centimeters cubed. Alright, we good? We all good? Alright, let's keep going. Alright. Where is the other question? Oh, just delete it. Alright. Now, the perimeter of a lawn is 96, of a square lawn is 96 meters. Find the area of the lawn in meters squared. Now, what does that mean? X plus X plus X plus X is, so 4X equals 96. This means X equals 24. Is everybody happy with 24? So everybody tell me what the area of this square would be then. 24 multiplied by, is that 5,076? Or 576? Because 20 area equals 24 multiplied by 24, which is 576 meters squared. Is that right? Now, a garden roller shape of a cylinder has a diameter of 75 centimeters. A diameter of 75 means a radius of what? 37.5. And it's 100 centimeters across. Cool with that? Now, actually, I think I made the wrong decision there. Can I explain why I made the wrong decision? Yes. It does, doesn't it? And the answer for part 1 was in meters squared as well, so I need to review this. I'm not going to do 37.5, I'm going to do 0.375 meters. Does that make sense? And I'm going to keep that as 1. Calculate the curved surface area. Now, what is the curved surface area? It's this part here, isn't it? When I fold that out, it turns into a, does everyone remember it turns into a rectangle? So it's that much, okay? So let's find out. It's 1 meter across, which is this part here. Are we cool with that? Does anybody know the length of this part? 2 pi r. Because remember, it has to fold into a circle, doesn't it? So it has to fold in a circle. What's the radius? 0.375. What's the overall formula? 2 pi r h. And what's pi for this question? Didn't tell us, isn't it? So use the pi button in the calculator. 2 times pi times 0.375 times 1. Does anybody have that answer for me?
2.4.
Huh?
2.4.
2.4. Is it? Do I have to round it off? Do I?
Yeah.
To how much do I have to round off this?
2.36.
1 decimal place. Good man. Thank you. Yep. 2.36, which is 2.4. Happy years. 2.4 meters squared. What happens every time you roll this? How much does it cover? When you roll this, what happens? It covers the full curved surface area. You got it? When you roll a cylinder, if you roll a Coke can, if it does one full rotation, it covers the full label, if you get what I'm saying. So, each rotation covers 2.4 meters squared. Alright. What percentage? Yes, sir.
It doesn't tell you what pi is.
Yeah, no, you use the calculator. Okay. What percentage of the lawn would be rolled when the roller has completed 9 revolutions? So what's 9 revolutions? Multiply that by 9 and what you get? So 2.4 multiplied by 9, what you get? 21.6. How big is the lawn again? You only finished 21.6 out of 576. It's like a test. You only got 21 marks out of 576. What percentage did you get? Multiply by 100 and what did we get?
3.74.
And then multiply by 37.5, was it? Oh yeah, sorry, 3.75. Yeah, I'm wrong. 3.75%. Cool. All right, keep going. Yeah, I want us to do this one. Question 14. Start now. Pi is 22/7. Okay, you have a cylinder, and in the cylinder it contains liquid oil and it also contains a sphere. Is everybody happy with that? Would everybody agree that the oil plus the sphere, the volume of the oil plus the sphere, has to equal the volume of the cylinder? Does that make sense? Because the cylinder contains the oil and the sphere. Okay, that makes sense. Now, let's do the volume of the cylinder first. Volume of cylinder is pi r squared h, which will be pi times 15 squared times 28. What's pi times 15 squared times 28? Anybody? What?
Pi is 22/7.
Pi 22/7. Oh, sorry, pi is 22/7, yeah. And what you get then? Ryan, nice and loud on your own. 70.
No, 800.
Thank you. Alright, for now on, Aaron, you speak. 19,800 centimeters cubed. Alright, volume of the sphere, lads. And what do we get this time? 4/3 pi r cubed. What do you get for this, Aaron? 9,702. Anybody? What's the radius? 21/2. 4,864. centimeters cubed. Everybody cool with that? How'd you get the volume of the oil then? Take them away from each other. And what do we get? 14,949 centimeters cubed. Yes, right. Yes. Huh? Sorry, volume of sphere is power of 3 pi r cubed. That should be cubed, not a 2. It should be cubed. Yes. Centimeters cubed. Because the rest of them are in centimeters cubed. Aaron.
Height of the sphere.
There is no height of the sphere. You don't need it. You don't need the height of the sphere. You just need the radius.
And you see the height of the radius.
You just need the radius. And look up at the board. The volume of the sphere formula is 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Yeah? So you only need the radius. Spheres don't have height. Or if they do, it's twice the radius. The height is the diameter. So let me show you what you're looking at here. This is a sphere, and that's its height. Would you agree with that? Yeah. And its height is simply 2 times the radius.
Oh, yeah.
So the height of a sphere is 2 times its radius. You don't need the height of a sphere for any formula anyway. Is that right?
Yeah.
Alright. Move on. We're going to do... I'm going to skip 70. I'm just going to go to 18. Okay? Go on, give 18 a go. So, for those of you that don't know, it's half a cylinder. So just get the area of the full cylinder, and then you can half the answer to get the area of half a cylinder, or the volume of half a cylinder even. Oh, I didn't draw it right. Yeah, it's a cylinder, so just get the volume of the cylinder and half it. Okay. So, what's the volume of a cylinder? Yes?
But is a liter?
A liter is 1,000 centimeters cubed.
So that's meters.
No, you're going to have to convert meter cubes into centimeters cubed, and then centimeters cubed into liters. Okay, fun time. Now, diameter is 14, which means the radius is, length or height is 60. We're doing pi r squared h with the volume of a cylinder. So what we're going to get? 22 over 7 times 7 squared times 60. Did anybody get the answer for that? Yeah. 9,240. Now, that's for a full cylinder. I don't see a full cylinder. I see half a cylinder. So what are you going to do? And what's going to be divided by 2? Then I get 4,620 meters cubed. We got our answer. Now we got to convert this into liters. Let's try it out. Now, does anybody remember my trick in the past? 1 meter is how many centimeters? 100 centimeters. How much is 1 meter squared? 100 by? How much is 1 meter cubed? 100 by 100 by? So what do we have to do with this number? Multiply by 100 by 100 by 100. Let's find out. 4,620. Multiply by 100. Multiply by 100. Multiply by 100. What did I do there? Let's try this again. 4,620. Multiply by 100. Multiply by 100. Multiply by 100. And you get, how many zeros is that? 7 zeros. It's not actually 46 million, I don't believe.
No.
Much bigger number than that. Alright. That's in centimeters cubed. How do you convert centimeters cubed into liters? Divide by 1,000. So divide that answer by 1,000. And you get, now it's 4,620,000 litres. 4,620,000 litres. We killed that? Okay.